guys, Larissa with BeCozi.net is here. So today I will be using this beautiful BeCozi chunky Chenille yarn in oatmeal, tie-dye Chenille in s'mores, and also a beautiful mocha. It's kind of new color. It's real brown color, really beautiful. So combination of these three will look really beautiful on this checkered blanket. So check it out. Look how beautiful it is. It's a combination of the three colors. It looks like marshmallow to me. So let's call it marshmallow blanket. And I'm showing you how to make this checkered pattern without cutting it. We will be using Intarsia method. And I actually showed this method many years ago in 2021 without jumbo Chenille. So there is a video. I can put a link underneath this video when show how to make it. It was copied so many times, but now I decided to make it with chunky Chenille yarn of ours. So here we are. We're making this beautiful checkered blanket. Let's get started. Okay, guys, so let's get started. We will be using this beautiful tie-dye s'mores color, and then this one, brown color, or we call it mocha. And this is a beautiful oatmeal. Okay, so we will be placing the yarn, all three skeins in front of us. And actually, at this point, we will need more than three. So what we will be doing, we will be having two ivory colors, and we will have one of the s'mores. So two ivory and s'mores. Let's take ivory. So we're placing them in front. That's how you do Intarsia method, like this. So this is our ivory. In the middle, there will be our s'mores over here. Let's unwind it. That won't be okay here. And here there will be second ivory. And there are actually two ways to cast on for checkered blanket. So you can either cast on all color of oatmeal, or you can cast on, we will have 21 stitches altogether. And you can cast on, again, either 21 of this oatmeal, or you can have 7 of the s'mores in the middle. And I will show you both, but I prefer to have this color on the bottom because I think it looks more beautiful this way. So let's get started. We'll put the yarn here, and I burned the end to prevent unraveling. And this is the tail. This is working yarn. So now what we're doing, we're placing working yarn on the top to make a loop. Insert your hand inside the loop, grab working yarn and pull it out like this. So see, the stitch is really big. So what you're doing, you're pulling it down a little bit and you're keeping it about 1.5 inches. So the stitches on the bottom will be a little bit bigger than when you are making a blanket. So now let's start with 21 stitches. We are inserting our hand inside, grabbing working yarn and pulling it out. So this is our second stitch. Let me show you again. This is our first stitch. Insert your hand, grab working yarn and pull it out. See, they're approximately the same size. Now I will be pressing the bottom of the second stitch. Insert my hand, grab working yarn and pull it out. Why I'm pressing it? Because if I hold it like here, see, when I'm getting another stitch, this stitch is becoming bigger. And this way you're kind of fixating the size of the stitch. Insert your hand and make a stitch that is about the same size. Press, fixating the size, and here we are. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 As I said, we will have 7 stitches of each color for the checkered blanket. And now I will show you how you can connect if you want to make the second color on the bottom, like in my blanket as I showed you at the beginning. So placing the yarn here, I also can burn the end to prevent unraveling. And then you're just inserting your hand, taking the yarn and pulling it out. That is how you're connecting it, okay? And you can definitely cut it as I will be, as I was showing you in previous videos if you want to switch the color. But I'm using Intarsia method, so I'm not cutting anything. I am connecting yarn in between each other. So here we are, first stitch, and then you just keep making 7. And when you're done with 7, it's almost 3 here, but if you're done with 7, then you place in the yarn the same way, insert your hand, and just start knitting the oatmeal. So that is how you're making the second color connected. And then when you're done, what you will do, you will simply connect this yarn on the bottom like that. You will go inside, create a little loop, and then tail will go inside the loop, and then you just pull it out. It's connected. See, it's connected nicely. Then cut and burn the end. So, but as I said, we will be making all ivory because I think it's looking better this way. So we have 7. And now I will keep casting on until I have 21. Keep stitches about the same size that the blanket would look beautiful when you are done. So here we are. Let's count. I think we should be close. Here we are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20, 21. So we have 21 stitches, guys, okay? So what are we doing now? We are turning this on another side like that, flipping over. And here there are 2 ways. You are either keeping the stitch just laying here, or you can like fold it that it would go up because it will go up. And then we're taking the second stitch over here. This is middle part of the stitch. We will be using middle part of the stitch, not the top, not the bottom, the middle part. So this stitch is sitting here. Lift this middle part, insert your fingers, grab working yarn and pull stitch out. We're pulling first row out, okay? So here we are, we have 2 stitches. Now we will do the same with all the other stitches until we have 7, okay? Because here we will actually start Intarsia method in this row, okay? So we have 4, we have 5, we have 6 and 7. What are we doing now? We are now moving this skein on the very right side because that's where it will be now. And we are now connecting our tie-dye. How we will connect it, guys? We are simply placing the yarn here around the around the oatmeal, okay? So here we are, simply around, or another good way when you're just starting it, you can actually make a knot. This way the yarn will be connected. So we're making a knot and then pull it close to the end like that, and then pull it like that. See? So here at this point you connected the yarn, and now we are knitting 7 of the tie-dye s'mores. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then we're switching to the oatmeal, okay? how we'll switch. We're taking the oatmeal color and we're doing the same. We are making a simple knot to connect it. We will be doing it differently in the next row, so pay attention. See, we will connect it, then pull the knot close, and then make the knot tight like that. Then we will weave in the end. So now we're making 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're doing right. 1. You see that this balls are sitting here. That's how we will be making the next rows. Let me see how many rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, actually, what I'm usually doing to make it square, it should be 2 rows more than the number of the stitches. So here we are. We have 7 stitches for each color. Now this knot here, if you notice, I didn't make it too tight. You can actually pull it a little bit, and then you can make it tighter, and it will be the end of your blanket. So here we are. So what are we doing next? We are still knitting our ivory color. So first row, first stitch in this row, I will be knitting. So insert your fingers, grab working yarn, and pull it out. And then keep knitting for simple knitting stitch. So 7 stitches of oatmeal. And then we are switching now to the tie-dye s'mores. How are we doing it, guys? So what I'm doing usually, I'm just simply grabbing this yarn and pulling it and laying it over. See what we have? So this is our oatmeal. It's kind of this second color will be over. And now you are knitting this 7 stitches of, see how it look on the back? So this is one way. Another way actually to do it twice. So see, it just over, it's twisted already. If you want it to be really connected, like really well, you can do it one more time, okay? So you can twist it second time and go with the skein underneath the oatmeal and out. But I'm doing it only one time. It's more than enough. So we are now knitting our 7 tie-dye s'mores. Really cute color, one of our most popular colors in stock. Here we are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here we are. So what do we do now? See, we are reaching where we need to do the oatmeal now. So I'm taking oatmeal, I'm placing it under the tie-dye, and I'm placing it back where it was. And then the yarn, this yarn, oatmeal color, will go over. See what we're doing here? This is the tie-dye s'mores, and this one is going from underneath and over. So now 7 of the oatmeal. That's how it's done, guys. So here we are. Knit the last stitch of this row. Here we are. We have 7, 7, 7. And now we are knitting oatmeal again, and starting this row, I will be skipping this first stitch. And the reason is because it will give us beautiful chain on the side. See this beautiful chain on the bottom? It's because I flipped the chain, the cast on chain, and used the middle part of the stitch. So here we are. This is one stitch, you're just sitting here, and you're going inside the second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh. And now we're doing the same as we did when we went that direction. Now we're going this direction. So take the next color underneath and over and just place it here. And here you can see it's coming from underneath and over this color. That's our goal. So pull it together and then make 7 of the tie-dye s'mores. 4, 5, 6 and 7. And again, a connecting ivory. So this is our tie-dye. Ivory goes, oatmeal goes underneath and over, and then connected on the back that it would be crisscrossed. See, oatmeal on the top and make 7 oatmeal. So here we are. I'm making our, this is already 3rd row. Here we are. Make sure to knit the last stitch, and then when we are going back, we are skipping the 1st stitch again. So here we are. Stitch is just sitting here, go inside the 2nd and keep knitting. And then we'll be switching again. See, we have this beautiful chain here. That's our goal. So what we'll be doing, guys, that's what I will be knitting, the way I will be knitting. So as I said, we had 7 stitches, always 2 rows more than the number of stitches for checkered. So 7 stitches, 9 rows. If you have 5 stitches, 7 rows. This way it will look square, okay? So when I'm done with 9 rows, I will come back and I will show you what to do next. Okay, guys, so we have 9 rows here. You can count them by these chains: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So what are we doing now? We are now replacing the colors because we had 2 oatmeal and 1 tie-dye s'mores, and now we will have oatmeal in the middle, and we will have 2 brown or mocha on this sides. So how we're doing it? So we are still here on our ivory, and this ivory becoming the mocha. Okay, so what are we doing? We are taking the mocha color, we're taking our scissors, and we are switching color here. Our oatmeal becomes the mocha. So I'm cutting yarn. It's about ½ inch from the end of the stitch. I cut it. Now I'm taking my brown and I am starting burning it. So when it's burning, I am attaching the oatmeal, I'm pushing them toward each other, and then in a few seconds I start rubbing them together. This way they are connecting in the middle. And then you can do a test if they connected nice, pull, and if it's holding, then you connected it in the right way. So what are we doing now? We are now knitting this 7 stitches. Because we're starting new color, I will knit this 1st stitch, because if we don't knit it's in this color, it will stay this color on the side, and we don't need it. We need all brown or mocha colors on this square. So here we are. We have 7. Okay, so now in the middle over here we need to have the oatmeal. So what are we doing? We are cutting the tie-dye s'mores just about ½ inch, and then I'm burning it, and I'm connecting oatmeal the same way. I'm just pushing them toward each other, and then I am rubbing them together, connecting, and I am moving my s'mores color away, and the oatmeal goes in the middle, and my chocolate, my brown, my mocha is going here. Okay, so now we will be connecting or switching the color from brown to oatmeal, and I will do it the same way. I'm going underneath the mocha and out. So this way, this oatmeal is on the top of mocha, and now I'm knitting 7 oatmeal in the middle on the top of our beautiful s'mores. This way we are switching the color. Here we are, 7, and now it's staying here because we will be using this, and now we are switching the 2nd oatmeal into second brown. So we are cutting the oatmeal and we are connecting our second skein of brown. So we're taking the end out, we're placing it up front, and we are connecting the oatmeal from this square. Start burning it, and then attach the mocha, push it toward each other, and then in a few seconds start rubbing them together. And when they are connected, try to pull the yarn out when it's completely cold. When it's not warm, it means it's connected. You're pulling, it's holding, you did a good job. So now again, this yarn is going, and so this will be chocolate. So it's going underneath and out, mocha. And here you are. The mocha is on the top of this. So here we are knitting 7 of mocha. See, so we switched colors, and now we will be knitting 9 rows of this. So that's pretty much all, guys. I showed you how this pattern is working. So now I will be just knitting 9 rows of mocha, 9 rows of oatmeal, 9 rows of mocha, and then I will switch to the beginning of the pattern. I will switch to oatmeal, s'mores, and oatmeal. And then I will do it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. And then the top of the blanket will be the same as the bottom. Oatmeal, s'mores, oatmeal. And then I'm coming back to show you how to finish it. Okay, guys, so here is our blanket. So I showed you at the beginning. So in this blanket, I made the bottom looking like that. See, it's not all oatmeal. It's tie-dye s'mores. And then I switch to mocha, oatmeal mocha, and then the same as on the bottom, oatmeal, s'mores, oatmeal, again mocha, oatmeal, mocha. And here's the last checkered part. It's the same as on the bottom. And now we will be finishing it up or casting off. And again, for casting off, you can either cast off all oatmeal, or you can add the s'mores in the middle. I will show you both. So here we are. At the beginning of casting off, I am always making 1 extra stitch. This will make the turning to the casting off beautiful and square. And now you have it on your finger, and then you're adding the second stitch. You have 2 stitches, and then you're knitting 2 stitches together. So you're making 1 stitch from 2. See this beautiful corner is because we made that extra stitch. So now you have 1 stitch, add another, and knit them together. And then keep knitting 2 stitches at a time until you reach the s'mores. So here, if you want to add s'mores color, guys, if you need all or cast off all 7, you will start casting off, you will have this oatmeal color on the top. So if you just want all oatmeal, you just keep doing oatmeal like that. See, it will be beautiful oatmeal lining here. Or you're not actually making this last stitch, you're not casting it off, you are adding the s'mores. So 2 together, and then you are taking, this is the tail, this is the s'more color, pull it out. We will weave it in later. And then you keep casting off this part, this square, with s'mores. See what we're doing? We're doing it the same way it's done on the bottom. Here we are. And then you will do the same when you want to switch to the ivory. So you're switching to the ivory and you're just taking a piece of, it's not ivory, it's oatmeal. I keep saying oatmeal. So here we are. See, if we go like that, there will be s'mores on the top of oatmeal. For this reason, we are doing one stitch of oatmeal and then we are knitting them together like that. And then this way, see, we have a square only in the s'mores. And then you keep casting off into ivory. Again, I'm saying ivory, it's not ivory, it's oatmeal. So oatmeal, keep doing it this way. So now when we're done, here's our last stitch, guys, okay? So I'm cutting the yarn. I am burning the end to prevent unraveling. The end goes inside of this last stitch and then you're pulling it. And then I'm usually going underneath this chain to weave it in back and forth, and then on the back, and just hide it in between any stitches. And now we need to finish it here that it would look good. So what I'm doing here, guys, I'm actually cutting yarn close to each other like that. And I'm doing it the same here, okay? And look at that, what I will do here. I will connect these two yarn to each other by burning. It's if you decide to have the border in the color of the square. If you're making this cast off in the color of this cube or this part, then you're just knitting two together and you will have all oatmeal here. Otherwise, see, I make them very short and then I'm just starting burning one and then I'm connecting the other one, pushing them all together, then rubbing them together, and here we are. So our beautiful blanket is done. Here it's connected, looks beautiful. On the back too, see, it's nicely connected here. And then we can actually do the same here. It's connected nicely. See, the stitch is going underneath. Just weave it in. And another way to connect this that it wouldn't go anywhere, you can burn the end. It's not burning. Hold on a second. Burn. And it doesn't want to burn. Okay. Burning. And then you're just connecting it to any stitch here. Then hold it. It's connect nicely. It will not go anywhere. Here we are. So a beautiful blanket is ready, guys. Go get this beautiful yarn at BeCozi.net. Make this beautiful checkered blanket. And when you post it on social media, please tag BeCozi. Stay warm and BeCozi. Hey guys, Larissa with BeCozi.net is here. I would like to introduce my hand knitting book. The book was published in September 21 and recently it was also published with the Christian Publishing Agency. It's available on our website and also available on Amazon. This is the only book on hand knitting on the craft market. It's extremely unique and very beautiful book explaining hand knitting, giving you a history of our company, how hand knitting was born, and then it also gives you a few patterns, simple patterns with a very detailed pictures how to make every single step on the way. Go to the link underneath this video and purchase this book and let's hand knit.